Hello, today we're going to have a game of GP Rider on the SEGA Master System, and this is a game request by Goodison Gamer on YouTube. Right, so this is a motorbike racing game. I have reviewed this on the arcades. Graphically it did look quite good on there. Oh dear, which is pretty much the opposite here. This is in demo mode, and I hope we're not going to get a split screen all the way through the game. Right, let's start. Push start button. Right, arcade tournament Grand Prix. We're just going to keep it on arcade. Right, one player. A. Oh, you got to push your other button. Right. Right. Okay. Setup. So automatic, so we can have high gears or low gears. We'll keep it as that. Prepare to qualify. Pole position, isn't it? Prepare to qualify. Oh no. So it's split screen all the way through, so you got no choice. Now, the frame rate of the road is very smooth. But there's a problem. Oh fuck. Immediately, look at the bike, the way it goes. Very jumpy jerky when it goes across the screen. And you're very low down. You're very low down. Sort of like right behind the bike. Okay, push your fire button, makes it go quicker. No, was that necessary? Weather is nice. Right, we'll keep it as that. Prepare to race. Okay, let's race. See, when you got a bike right in front of you, you're fucked, because your bike is blocking the view. It's like looking for a fucking letterbox playing this game. So you can't see much of the draw distance. See, the problem is you're using half the screen. Well, probably a little bit less than half the screen, because in the middle you got the display of how fast your bike's going and your lap, all your stuff. So basically you got half of this little. Well, you've got less than half the screen to work with, and not only that, you're like looking for the letterbox. You've only got your little playing area. You've only got half of that. So you think about how much space is being wasted there, because you've only got half of your little letterbox screen that you're only playing with. It's really unnecessary. Two players to be. If you're not playing two player, why do we need that little tiny piece of screen? So basically you're only using, if you're playing with one player and you've got an whole entire television screen, you're basically using 20% of that whole entire television screen. And the other 80% is really doing fuck all. They could have done. So you really only got a tiny piece of playing area. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, this stuff, maybe I should have changed the gear ratio. See, the road is nice and smooth, but the animation on the bike is pretty jumpy jerky. In the other bikers, when they come up jumpy jerky, so the frame of animation doesn't give you much time to react. Just so much wasted screen. And when you're playing one player, why have they put you at the bottom, not the top? I really don't like the way this is laid out. I really don't. You're wasting so much screen. Wasting a lot of screen, in fact. As I said, you're only playing with about 20% of the television screen. Game over. I'll have one more go. Immediately, I'm not liking this that much. There are much better racing games on the Master System. And it says push start button. I'm not pushing start button. I'm pushing one of the fire buttons. Let's try a Grand Prix. One player. Now I can't change my track. I can't choose the track. Weather's wet, and I'm racing at looks like Suzuka. What's this? Bike setup, engine, gear ratio, tyres. Well, wet tyres. Auto. Medium or thirsty. Let's go for a medium. Prepare for qualifying. Just so unnecessary. Now, I had a game called Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge on the Amiga. That also had a problem with split screen when you're only playing one player, but at least you can see much more of the screen. As I keep saying, in split screen mode you probably got about 45% of the TV each. Because that 10% in the middle is taken up with the big GP in the middle. Else the speed and the seconds and the gears. So you got probably 40% of the screen each, I'd say. 40% of the screen each. Half of that's taken up by the sky and the landscape. Yeah, so you're only ending up with what, as I said, about 20% of the screen each, I'd say. I think we'll leave. I don't know what the weather's like. Is it dry? I don't know. Taking a risk here. No, it's fucking wet, isn't it? Is it going to do any difference? Probably got all those percentages wrong, but you know exactly what I mean. It's fucking wet and I put fucking dry tyres on. Maybe it's to keep the frame rate up, but Master System shouldn't struggle with racing games. The graphics are so small that you're basically looking right behind the bike. All you can really see is the wheel. Right, looks like it's drying up a bit. Sure, Hang On was better than this on the Master System. I know you could only play one player, but the screen, at least you had a full screen. This, as I said, you're playing one player, you're only using 20% of the screen. 80% of the screen is doing fuck all. I'll probably even go to say less than 20% of the screen. I think Pulp did Pit Stop 2 also was like that. You could, even in 2-player mode you got both screens, but you could get away with that because you could see a lot of the graphics, you could see the other cars coming. They were just far better to play. This, why are you so less of the screen? Even if you was playing it on a big telly, you'd feel rather cheated. Nice and colourful, but maybe you appreciate it more in 2-player mode, but there are better games on the Master System. There are better racing games than this on the Master System where you can see more of the screen. That is my biggest gripe with this game. You only using 20% of the screen, probably less, when you're playing one player. And you really got to look up the top, you've got to look up above you. They could have done this better. They could have implemented this a lot better. Make the screen larger without getting rid of that thing in the middle, and just put it in the sky. All your bits and pieces. Don't need to be like that. Really doesn't. I feel we're going to leave it there now because I've seen enough of it. No, I'm not keen on it. I'm not keen on it because you're just seeing a tiny bit of the screen. That's all you're seeing when you're playing this game. It's just a tiny bit of the screen. They could have done it much better than this. I'm sorry, but you might disagree with me, but I'm sticking with it because that's how I feel. You've only got a tiny bit of the screen to look at. And the graphics ain't great because you're so low down. All you can see is behind the bike. You can't see really what's coming towards you. If the bike's in front of you, you're pretty much fucked. And the animation is a bit jumpy jerky, even though the road is pretty smooth. The road animation's pretty smooth, but the bike animation going left and right and seeing the other bikes come towards you ain't smooth. I've played better racing games on the Master System. Actually, I've played better racing games overall on any system. Anyway, going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.